Mr. Magnotta. I can't name him because of the publication ban, but the father of the accused, now the convicted. This father would like to say to another father, he doesn't blame you for his family's misery. He does not think you are responsible for his son's tragedy. He understands why you came. He respects your integrity. He knows it was pressing and a burden on you to come that far, given your health, but he wants to reassure you he respected your decision to come and tell your truth, and he holds no ill will towards the father. Mettez-vous comme un parent, vous avez pas de... Ça remplace pas votre fils. Quand quelqu'un dit oui, il est coupable, la plupart des parents, sinon la totalité, dans mon opinion, ne préfèrent pas la punition. Ils prendraient leur fils, leur fille de retour. Ils voulaient retourner pour avoir leur fils vivant. The jury is charged with deciding whether to judge you both by your actions and your intentions. So it's the actus reus and the mens rea. And the first day of the trial, there were some very interesting admissions by the defense that it would not be about the actus reus, it would all be about the intentions. We had to become like fish describing what it feels like to be in water to him. We said that this is what we understand our judicial system to be. This is how it's going to operate. We explained the roles of the court, the judge, the prosecution, the defense, again, the jury's utmost importance. And what we did is try to make him understand that the crime happened in our country. It was a Canadian that killed his son, and we're going to give him our justice, the best of our justice, and do the best that we can to the victim of this horrible crime. We sought to not only explain and justify, but to reassure him that we had put our best efforts into this, that we had our best resources, and that we would do as much as we could to honor his son. And with the verdict today, I think that we achieved that. There are two groups of people that the father would like to mention. There are 14 in each group. The first one is obviously the jury, 14 people. We do remember jury number 7 and jury number 8. We feel passionately that they did their best jobs, and it's, of course, the circumstances that led them to being taken off by either by luck or by conscience from the deliberations. The father is saying that he appreciates all the effort. These people have been away from their families, they've been away from their jobs, and he understands their crucial role in this whole process. The second one, not surprisingly, is to the media. There's been 14 of you here. I don't have to mention to you who you are. I had a list. If someone wanted to hear their name, you shout it out. But there are 14 of you that have been here every day, and the father actually knows you by name and the way you cover. We have Mr. Good Humor. We've actually, we've had to explain to Mr. Lin some of the names we use in North America. Mr. Belle Humeur is Mr. Good Humor. We've given you all sort of names that we would tell him the next day after evidence was given. It says these are 14 people who are experienced in seeing trials, and they're able to sit through hours of conversation and documents and be able to sum it up in a few hundred words every day to tell people what had happened, what was interesting in the evidence that day. And we challenged our perception of the evidence with what the media was given. There was 14 different voices, and it was all very important for the father to be able to compare his appreciation with what happened with what they did. And I can tell the people, the listeners and readers, those who were not here, the 14 people went through some very long hours. This is not a glamorous job. If anyone has been to the overflow room, the overflow does not mean fresh air or comfort, I can tell you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for giving his piece and his time here when he's been attending the trial.